8 easy legal tips to make sure your contracts are legally binding. Here are 8 easy tips to make sure your contracts are legally binding. A contract is a legally binding agreement between two or more parties. It can be used to formalize any kind of agreement, from a simple business transaction to a complex legal arrangement. In order for a contract to be legally binding, it must meet certain requirements. These requirements vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, but there are some general principles that apply everywhere. Here are 8 easy legal tips to make sure your contracts are legally binding. Make sure the contract is in writing. Verbal contracts can be difficult to enforce, so it's always best to put your agreements in writing. Identify the parties to the contract. The contract should clearly state the names of all the parties involved. Describe the subject matter of the contract. What are the parties agreeing to do? Set forth the terms of the contract. This includes things like the price, the delivery date, and any other relevant terms. Get the signatures of all the parties involved. This is how you ensure that everyone agrees to the terms of the contract. Have the contract reviewed by an attorney. This is especially important if the contract is complex or if you're not sure about the legal implications of your agreement. Keep the contract in a safe place. You should be able to easily find the contract if there is ever a dispute. Be aware of the statute of limitations. This is the time period within which you can file a lawsuit to enforce the contract. By following these tips, you can help ensure that your contracts are legally binding and enforceable.